Hey everyone, it's me Gavin, and welcome back to MyXP. Today we're going to talk about the black sheep of the Kingdom Hearts series, at least in my opinion, and that's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, or Chain of Memories depending on if you played it on the GBA or not. Personally for me, I didn't get a chance to play it on the Game Boy Advance. I actually was able to play this game first on the PlayStation 2 when it was re-released, and at that point I had already played through Kingdom Hearts 2. So I didn't really know if this game was going to be like integral to, Kingdom Hearts as a whole, because I was like, well, why was it released on a different console if it was going to be, like very important? But I was wrong. It is actually really important to figure out what's going on at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, as it leads up exactly to Kingdom Hearts 2 through the end point of this game, and it also continues where Kingdom Hearts 1 left off. So when I first initially got to play through Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I was kind of taken back a little bit, and I think this is the case for a lot of people, just mainly by like the battle system. I mean, that's honestly the elephant in the room here. A lot of people were kind of like, why is there cards involved into this battle system? Why do I have to combine them based on like certain equations, like, mathematically speaking, to get the sum of like a certain ability in order to use an ability, or combining different like magic spells to get stronger versions of it? It was very jarring, to say the least, especially coming from like Kingdom Hearts 1, and just seeing like how well the battle system was in that game, and then Kingdom Hearts 2, which was like crazy fun, and just completely improved upon Kingdom Hearts 1. But you get to play this one with the card system, and it's kind of like, I'm not really sure about this. Needless to say, I don't really hate the system. It was definitely like a wake-up call to be like, okay, I really need to think strategically about like what battles I'm going to be getting into, or what boss I just, got owned by. So how do I go back and like rearrange my deck to make it a little bit better, or a little more well-suited for the battle that I'm taking part in? So I like that aspect of it, where it made you think a little bit more strategically, and it made the combat, like I said, a lot more tactical. But again, at the same time, it's a big thing that a lot of people didn't really like, at least from what I hear from a lot of fans. They're not really, like, into this battle system. And then the other big change as well is just that the worlds weren't like openly explorable. And what I mean by that is like each room was kind of sectioned off in like its own, I don't know what you want to call it, like a diorama type kind of look, or what's it called? Isometrical. That's what I'm trying to think of. It's an isometric, like, I don't know, weird like room style game where you place a card to determine what kind of enemy you encounter, or what sort of room you're going to end up entering into. Whenever you finish a room, take a card, you place that down, and you meet the requirements for the next room or whatever by placing, a red, a green, or a blue card, whatever's required, or you just add together, a certain amount of cards equal the sum of whatever the requirement is for the next room. But that's how your like next room is determined. Anywho, it's just by placing cards, and you just get into another isometric field. So it was weird that, again, the worlds weren't openly explorable, but the worlds were divided into like these isometric rooms. Again, very weird change, but not something I hate, because honestly, it allows you to skip over a lot of like difficult end areas, I guess. If you save up certain cards, you don't have to encounter those enemies in those end areas. You can just kind of pretty much mold the world the way you want it, and it's nice to have that kind of aspect to it. But again, at the same time, a lot of people weren't really a fan of that as well. So Chain of Memories for me was one of those games that is very integral to the story. Like, you need to play this game to understand what's going on, or what happens from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 right up to the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's something that I would recommend a lot of people like at least look into, so that way you have the lore going into Kingdom Hearts 2, if you haven't played through the series, that is. It's not something that I would recommend you go outright and be like, oh, I have to get Kingdom Hearts all in one because, Chain of Memories, it's a fantastic game. I can't say that. The music and everything is still fantastic. You know, and with Rechain of Memories, the graphics and everything aren't really like jarring, I guess. The controls, the combat's still essentially the same feel to it, with the exception of the cards and, you know, combining the cards to make slates and recharging your deck to make sure that you have cards to use. All that stuff, all that fantastic stuff. It's still essentially like the same feel of combat as Kingdom Hearts 1. But a really cool aspect to this game that I was kind of like not really talking about yet is you get to play as a second character if you beat the game with Sora initially, and that's really cool. I'm not going to say anything about that just to prevent spoilers or whatever, outside of the fact that I really enjoyed playing through the game as that character, because it really like took the card system and made it like a lot more enjoyable for me, at least, because that one used the cards a little bit differently than whenever you're playing with Sora. Now, the other thing as well with that is that you don't really have Donald and Goofy as your party members throughout this game as well. They're just pretty much in card form, so unless you use those cards, and the same goes for like summons and stuff, you won't really see anybody else outside of Sora, only for like a split second pretty much whenever you use their abilities in battle, which again was very odd, but nonetheless, it is a good game. Again, I wouldn't be able to recommend you go and pick up Kingdom Hearts or, you know, even get into this game unless you're really invested into the story of Kingdom Hearts. But that's pretty much my experience with it. It's one of those games that I kind of knew I had to play, being a big fan of Kingdom Hearts and wanting to actually experience all the story and learn a little bit more about the Organization 13 members and their background and kind of what happened to a lot of them prior to Kingdom Hearts 2. So again, if you're invested in the story, pick it up. If not, I mean, at least if you pick up the all-in-one copy of Kingdom Hearts, or if you have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5, you still have access to the game. You can go and, like, you know, play around with it and see if you like it, if you don't like it. I mean, maybe it is your kind of style, maybe it isn't. But anywho, that's my experience with it. And yeah, if you guys like this video, or, you know, you want to let me know about your own experiences or whatever, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give me a like. Hit that subscribe button if you want some more Kingdom Hearts content or RPG content in general, just because next video is going to be probably Kingdom Hearts 2. And yeah, I will see you guys next time for that one. Take care. Have a great day. See ya.